Welcome to this 20-minute energy-boosting Vinyasa flow. Let's start in tabletop. Come onto hands and knees, making sure your wrists are under your shoulders and knees under the hips with a little space between them. Inhale and lift the head and tail into cow pose. Exhale, curl the spine into cat pose. Inhale, arch into cow. Exhale, curl into cat. Take 3 more rounds of cow and cat on your own breath pattern. We'll meet up in a neutral spine. Finish up your last round and extend the legs back for plank. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Roll into side plank, being mindful to keep the core strong enough so the spine doesn't spiral. Bring it back to regular plank and switch to the other side. Come back to plank and take a vinyasa. Lower down, knees and chest or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to child's pose. If you're not inversion free, then take downward facing dog if you'd rather. On your next breath, lift the head and step the right foot forward for low lunge. Feel free to use the blocks under the hands to get settled. Once you are settled, bring the hands to the thigh. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Hands come down to the mat or blocks. Tuck the back toe and lift the knee for high lunge. As you inhale, come up to vertical for crescent pose, arms by the ears or hands to prayer in front of the heart. Engage the lower belly, close the front ribs, and sink into your legs. On your next inhale, lift out of the waist. Exhale, twist to the right and open the arms to shoulder height. Stay for a few breaths in the twist. Inhale, come back to crescent, sweeping both arms up by the ears. Exhale, open into warrior 2. Remember to only adjust the back foot if you need more depth in this pose. The front foot is your anchor and the rest of the pose falls into place from there. Move into extended side angle. Deepen the bend in the front knee and place the forearm across it. The back hand can come to the waist. You can extend the arm upward or sweep it over your ear with the palm down. If you'd like to go deeper and know how, please do. We'll stay here for about 4 more breaths. Good. On your next exhale, bring the hands down to the mat or blocks and find your way into plank for a vinyasa. Lower down, knees and chest or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to child's pose or downward facing dog if you're not inversion free. If you're in child's pose, lift the head, close the knees, and shift back into the squat to open the backs of the lower legs. No matter which pose you're in, find your way into low lunge with the left foot forward. Once you are settled, bring the hands to the thigh, relax the shoulders, and breathe. Hands come down to the mat or blocks. Tuck the back toe and lift the knee for high lunge. As you inhale, come up to vertical for crescent pose, arms up by the ears or hands in prayer in front of the heart. Engage the lower belly, close the front ribs, and sink into your legs. On your next inhale, lift out of the waist. Exhale, twist to the left, open the arms to shoulder height. Stay for a few breaths in the twist. Inhale, come back to crescent, sweeping both arms up by the ears. Exhale, open into warrior two. Be mindful of your breath. We want to continue to breathe. It's common to stop breathing when really concentrating on the movement. Move into extended side angle. Deepen the bend in the front knee and place the forearm across it. The back hand can come to the waist. You can extend the arm upward or sweep it over your ear with the palm down. If you'd like to go deeper and know how, of course, please do. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Good. On your next exhale, bring the hands down to the mat or blocks and find your way into plank for a vinyasa. Lower down, knees in chest or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to child's pose for rest. Gently lift the head and slide forward onto your belly for a cobra series. Move any props that are hanging out at the top of your mat so you have unobstructed space around your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring the hands above your mat but in line with your shoulders. Only the fingertips touch the floor. Inhale, press into the fingers and lift the head, neck, shoulders, and chest. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift, keeping the back of the neck as long as possible without crunching. Exhale, lower down. Now move the hands out just outside the corners of the mat, still on fingertips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down, releasing the legs and glutes. Inhale, lift, getting deeper into the back bend. Exhale, lower down. Hands now move to your sides in line with the shoulders, still outside the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down and release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Now the hands come under the shoulders for the full version of cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Prepare for some core work in plank. Legs parallel under the hips, tuck the toes under, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, engage the belly first, then press up into plank, coming onto the knees first if needed. Stay in plank for the spine to neutralize after all that back bending. Core work is one of the best counter poses to do after deep back bends. Excellent. Lower your knees and come to a seated position with the legs extended in front. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sit up tall through the spine. Exhale, engage the belly and walk the hands down the legs. If you are inversion free, be mindful not to dip the head below the heart. Keeping a straight spine is an excellent way to not only stay inversion free, but to focus the stretch on your hamstrings. You know, I have a new course on how to be inversion free, which teaches you how to modify or replace inverted poses that come up in classes. Stick around to the end and I'll tell you more about it. Okay, let's come out of Paschimottanasana. Inhale as you release, exhale where you need to. Bring the bottoms of the feet together for bound angle pose. Hold on to the ankles or arches of the feet. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, open the elbows to touch the inner thighs and hinge forward. Keep this active in the body and in the breath. Inhale, come up to vertical. Use your hands to close the legs and move into Navasana, boat pose. Rock back just past your tailbone so you're on your sacrum. Lift the legs, one at a time if needed, and then test the waters here. Can you extend one arm forward? How about two? Will the legs extend without you rocking back? Have fun experimenting here. One more breath in boat pose. Exhale and release the feet to the mat. My friends who avoid inversions, set up your props now and lie back on them for our reclined poses. My friends who can lie flat with no issues, go ahead and roll down onto your back. Bend the legs, feet flat. Lift the hips, rotate to the left, lowering the left hip to the mat. Allow the knees to lower to the mat, to your left. Be mindful here to keep the knees either in line with your hips or higher for more intensity through the back. Allow your breath to flow with a natural rhythm. On your inhale, bring the legs back up. Lift the hips and rotate them to the other side. Right hip down on the mat, knees lower to the right. Nice gentle breath in this luscious twist. On your inhale, bring the legs back up. Lift the hips and rotate them to neutral, placing them back on the mat. Move into Savasana. Let the legs extend under you, mat width apart, and let them fall to their natural rotation. Arms by your sides, palms up, no higher than the shoulders. If it's chilly where you are, bring a blanket over you to stay warm. Let the eyes close and take rest in stillness. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. Extend the arms overhead by your ears for a big, full body stretch. Hug the knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side, resting in fetal position, right arm under your head as a pillow. Gently press yourself up into a seated position, eyes remain closed. Hands can either press together at your heart center or one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Take a few moments here to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? Take a moment for some gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment and why? Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Want to stop feeling frustrated and practice without sacrificing your goals? Maybe you've watched some videos, tried to modify yourself, but want more clarity to feel confident in your options. Avoid common mistakes that people make when staying head over heart to accelerate your transformation. There's a link in the description for more information.